Hello, everyone. This is Independent Conservative. Thank you all for joining me once again. I wanted to continue my discussion on the crime crackdown in Washington, D.C., with Trump releasing, if you will, the National Guard and assisting the Washington, D.C. police, and how that crime has, according to some articles and some information, crime has gone down tremendously in that city. And I want to read just a little bit of this article here. And one of the editors in chiefs of Breitbart News made some very powerful statements. And he had read off some statistics that I want to read to you guys. I'm going to get into our discussion because it's interesting how the left has such a problem with what Trump is doing. Okay, the left doesn't like Trump anyway, but I find it interesting that they would be so angry and so bothered at what is actually helping a lot of black people in Washington, D.C. So let's get right into this article. It's amazing to me. It's amazing to me. But the article goes on to say on Friday's Alex Marlow show, host and Breitbart editor-in-chief Alex Marlow discussed crime. He says, Marlow stated, quote, "We're seeing this massive drop in crime statistics, which does give away that it's appropriate. Violent crime down 22%, carjacking down 21%, robberies down 46%, and other indicators are all down as well." He's apparently chosen, I'm guessing that he's referring to Trump, what's going to be the next city where Trump is going to put his focus, which is Chicago. So that's the end of this. Just real, very, very short and brief to the point. It doesn't go into much detail after that. Okay, you can actually watch the extended commentary on the Breitbart News, the Marlow show, please. But I just want to make some comments on it because I have seen video after video after video of people, filming, these tanks coming down the street in Washington, D.C. and so forth. And I've seen video after video of the streets being clean and video after video of people being really, really happy about what Trump is doing. It's an issue with some people, it's an issue with some people. And what I mean by issue with some people, I'm not talking about the left, but I'm talking about with some blacks, with some whites, they have a problem with it in the sense that they feel like it's going too far. But most of the videos that I've seen and most of the comments that I have heard have all been positive in reference to this. As I read to you guys, the crime statistics show that crime is going down, car theft is going down, violent crime is going down, all these different positive things have happened in the city. And it shows you that what Trump is doing, regardless of how we may look at it in certain areas, it's positive. Now, here's what gets me. The left seem to be the only people who are bothered by what Trump is doing. I don't see that many blacks outside protesting, and I've seen the video on this, outside protesting against what Trump is doing. The only people that I see, and I'm not saying any blacks haven't been protesting, but the only people that I've been seeing in the videos that I have seen have been white liberals. It amazes me about white liberals how they claim they're so for black people. They claim they're so for black people, but it seems like to me that seems to be on the contrary every single time white liberals get involved in something. Because most blacks that I have seen in the city of Washington, D.C., in terms of the videos they have shown, have all praised what Trump is doing. And the reason for that is because if violent crime is going down, I'm talking about assaults and all of this and homicides, and car thefts is going down, who do most of these black criminals initiate these crimes against? Black people. Secretly and silently, to some extent, many black people are like praising Trump for what he has done. And what that shows me is that black people are sick and tired of other black people. It is what it is. They are just sick and tired of other black people. And what do I mean by that? Let me be specific. What I mean is sensible, regular, civilized black people are sick and tired of ghetto-minded, violent, criminal-minded, ignorant, boisterous, disrespectful black people who all the time are fighting, all the time are in restaurants fighting each other, being thuggish, being disrespectful. Yeah, they're getting tired of those group of black people. And they're basically saying in essence, with the videos that I've watched and what Trump has done is we're tired of this attitude and this subculture. Please do something. And Trump is doing something. But the left has a problem with that. And it's almost hard to believe that anyone who truly care about the black community would have a problem with what Trump is doing. It's hard to believe that, but it's a reality. It's hard to believe, but it is a reality. They really do not want black people to be safe. The left don't. That's the perception that I'm getting from them. The left do not want black people to be safe. And so I begin to think, why is that? Why is it that the left don't want black people to be safe? And I assess that perhaps the reason for that is because the left wants black people, and all people for that matter, but black people in specific, to stay on the Democratic plantation. In addition to wanting them to stay on the Democratic plantation, they want black people to be totally submitted and dependent on the government for every single thing. It's interesting, right? They want the government, the left wants black people to be totally dependent on the government. And yet when the government comes in and does what they're doing, i.e. Trump and the military and cleaning up the streets in Washington, D.C., they have a problem with it. Try to make sense out of that. Try to make sense out of it. It does not make sense. Many of the things that liberals do don't make sense anyway. They'll say one thing, but then they'll do something totally different. Or they'll say one thing and they'll push one particular worldview or policy. And when you see the result of that worldview or policy, it's always the opposite of what they preach to the people. Try to make sense of that. It doesn't. So I'm convinced that the left does not want the best for black people. I'm convinced of that. They don't want the best for black people. But evidently, a lot of black people in Washington, D.C. want the best. And I wish Trump do the same thing here in Cleveland. I wish he'd do the same thing here in Cleveland. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say about that. I'm convinced that the left has no love for black people. You know, they want them to stay on the Democratic plantation. They want black people to be completely, totally dependent upon the government when they're in control of the government. But if Trump or Republicans are in control of the government, no. They're racist. They don't want to help you, this, that, and the other. But let us, the real fake liars that we actually are, the left, take over. Then we really love you guys. We really want the best of you guys. Even though criminals are taking you out, we want the best for you. That doesn't make sense, people. It just doesn't make sense. So I am thoroughly convinced that liberals care nothing about black people. And my suggestion is, as it always has been, we need to come off the liberal plantation. I'm just saying. Those are my words about that. What do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. God bless you all and see you again.